We hear from Warren Buffett about frugality. I don't believe him, but he still speaks about frugality. He says, I still live in the same 3-bedroom home, driving an American car that is 7 years old. I mean, it was always 7 years old. I mean, it never graduated to be 8 years old, but he always says 7. So, but he's still our beloved investor that we all admire and honor. And we wish him another 100 years on top of the 93 or 94 that he has. In your experience, do you see that the ultra-high, the ultra-wealth is big spenders buying nightclubs, and like us in the Middle East, would they buy football teams? I don't know why. And then, okay, they could be profitable, but there are other things that we can make a better impact. Better impact, maybe there is impact, but not enough impact for what the world needs. So where do you see the wealthy when it comes to frugality on one side, philanthropy, to make a difference in the world on the other side?
Sure. Yeah, great question. So, yeah, to your question, with in the mobile home park space, it's a way to give back, to have affordable housing, because there's no form of cheaper housing besides like Section 8, but it's actually the cheapest form of housing, and most people are really passionate about it. And even for context, the little known context, the average person that lives in the tenant, like for example, some of our parks, they pay $10 a month real estate taxes. And so if the person is working at McDonald's or working at the local, 9 to 5 that doesn't make a lot of money, if they were across the street and had to buy a single family home, they'd be paying $3 or $4 grand a year in real estate taxes, especially Illinois, but they could basically, their rent covers like their real estate taxes. So it's a way, like a lot of the investors coming in to see it as like have an avenue to also give back, because we're not sitting here charging $3,000 a month for a Class A apartment. It's $400 lot rent. And so it's kind of a way to get and give back in that regard. Just provide affordable housing, which is a huge crisis in America. About 60 million Americans are very low, living paycheck to paycheck, and that kind of just, you see it day to day with that. And then also regards to frugality and then the ultra wealthy, when I go to like some of the park owners that have $100 million parks, they, like to your point, they're literally like Warren Buffett. Like we don't pull up, I don't wear suits when we go to the meetings. We rent like a basic Toyota car, t-shirt and jeans when we walk up to the owners, because we want to relate to them. And even when we're driving around the parks to the tenants, we don't want to, they know you're trying to buy the park if you pull up wearing a suit and a luxury car driving to the park. They're like, who are you? We blend in, we're like, hey, my grandma's might be moving here, my mom might be moving in here. How is the park? How is it run? So you get that competitive data. And then also when you go into the park office, usually a lot of these mom and pop owners are real passionate. They, a lot of times, are actually the manager. So you go in there and meet them face to face. And obviously, a farmer, even though his park might be worth $100, $200 million, if it's he owns a bunch of parks, they're not wearing suits, and they just do it because they're passionate about that's what they've been doing. So those are the two trends I see in that space.
Thank you very much.
If you are a founder, raising capital, developing real estate, or you're an investor, would love for you to get involved in the Family Office Club. I've run this community for 18 years now. We've hosted 300 live events. We have 17 million social media group members and followers. We have the #1 YouTube channel on family offices. We have the #1 most popular podcast on family offices. You can learn more about us and our membership options at familyoffices.com. We have 30 in-person events planned in 2026 and another dozen events this year. Please go to familyoffices.com to learn more.